Hi guys, it is Wednesday and it has been a while since I have done a top 5 Wednesday video, but I am finally here to do one today, so brace yourselves for a long overdue top 5 Wednesday video. Hello everyone, it is Samantha. I hope you guys are having a good week so far. It is midweek, so that's always good. Hump day. Why do you keep sniffing me? So as you can see, I am joined today with Bailey, who has decided to participate in the filming because why not? She also just kind of wandered into my room and stayed. So today is Wednesday, as I said, and it's been a long time since I have done a top 5 by Bailey. It has been a long time since I have done a top 5 Wednesday video, so I decided to rectify that because I thought this week's topic was quite interesting. And this week's topic is the top 5 books featuring diverse characters, and I have chosen 5 and I'm excited to share them with you. And of course, as always, Ginger Reads Laney, the creator of this group and the Goodreads group, will be linked down below, so be sure to check them out. So the first book I had chosen for this topic, and we might as well just get it out of the way because you know it's going to show up, is a Robin Hobb book. It is the first book in the Rain Wilds Chronicles, Dragon Keeper. And the Rain Wilds Chronicles features some gay characters. So I know a lot of people complain that fantasy doesn't have a lot of LGBTQ characters, but the Rain Wilds Chronicle does. The Rain Wilds Chronicle is written like her Life Ship Traders trilogy, so it features multiple character perspectives. One of them is Cedric and Carson, two of which are gay characters. This book, she actually delves into the cultural implications of being in the LGBTQ community within this book. So those who have to hide it and how it's not completely socially acceptable and how that harms them emotionally and just finding love and things like that. So she really delves into like the social and cultural aspects of it in this novel, which I thought was pretty awesome, particularly since you don't see that a lot in fantasy novels. The next book series I want to choose is the Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan. I think Rick Riordan did a really good job with this series, and in particular featuring diverse characters. He has characters who come from Mexican background, African American background, Chinese background, as well as a character from the LGBTQ community. He has a whole bunch of characters that represent a whole bunch of different types of cultures, but he also included people who have more of a poor background, people come from more of a privileged background. So he really kind of is able to have a diverse range of characters, a diverse cast in this series, and I think that was fabulous, particularly for kids. It allows them to have characters they can identify with, and I think that he did that really well. The next book I want to talk about is Aristotle and Dante, Discover the Secrets of the Universe. This series features Aristotle and Dante, who are both part of the Mexican community, and I just loved this book so much. It was such a beautifully written book. It features two characters from a Mexican cultural background, as well as some other things that are diverse, but I don't want to get into because that is kind of a spoiler point if you haven't read the books, but if you have read it, you will know what I'm talking about. I really enjoyed this book a lot. The next book I want to talk about is Spirit Tracks by Louise Erdrich. I read this in college as part of a Native American lit class. Louise Erdrich is a beautiful author. Tracks is actually the third book in a series of novels that are related, though I don't believe you have to read them in order. At least we didn't in class anyway. It explores the interrelated lives of 4 different Anishinaabe families, and it kind of crosses over different periods of history. It explores Native life, it explores reservation life and the hardships that they've had to endure. And her books also explore Native American mythology and history, and they're just beautifully written. The way that she weaves the story and the narrative together is so well done. I highly recommend it to anybody who has not checked out any of her books already. And the fifth and final book I want to mention for this video is one by another Native American author, and that is The Lone Ranger and Tonto, Fist Fight in Heaven by Sherman Alexie. Some of you might be aware of Sherman Alexie from his book The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian, I believe is what it's called. I haven't read that one yet, but I need to. This book features 22 interconnected short stories, primarily featuring Victor Joseph and Thomas Builds a Fire. The stories are all interconnected and explores these 2 young men and people around them on the Spokane Indian Reservation. I've only read half of the stories in this book because I also read them in the same class, but I absolutely enjoy them. Sherman Alexie is an amazing author. I know he's one of my sister's favorite authors, as well as Louise Erdrich. So both of my sisters have read like all of their books. But he's a really great author. Just the way he writes is just beautiful and insightful and funny, and I absolutely love it. He basically explores Native American life on the reservation, family history, family difficulties, reservation difficulties, just a lot of different topics, and they're really enjoyable. He also explores alcoholism and other social topics like that, strictly in the context of the reservation. Absolutely love it, and whether or not you've read this book yet or not, I highly recommend you check out Smoke Signals, which is the movie that Sherman Alexie wrote the script for himself and is based on this book. It is an excellent movie, and it features Victor and Thomas. Absolutely love this movie. You guys need to watch it. It is so good, and I swear nobody I know has ever watched it, but it's one I highly recommend. Alright guys, that is it for my top 5 books featuring diverse characters. You'll have to let me know down in the comments what one of your favorite books is that features diverse characters. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, happy reading. Bye!